Alright guys, today we're here with Colby Milne. This guy finds more big sheds than anyone I've ever met, anyone I've ever known. I've been trying to get him on this Dirty Giants for quite a while because he has more Dirty Giants than anyone. Just freaking picks up giant sheds. So we're gonna let him tell a little bit about some of his sheds here.
So this is a set my dad picked up. We have 3 years off of him. He's a big...
Holy
heavy,
cow, that thing is heavy.
Yeah, he's a big, heavy, nasty buck. We were out shed hunting. He's like, do you want to hit high or low? And I'm like, I'll hit the high. He's like, yeah, I'll go low. So he drove up, dropped me off. He drove way back down the road and started hitting the lower stuff. And 30 minutes in, he calls me, dude, I just found a giant set. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he always finds the big horns. So then I met up with him a couple hours later in the hike, and he had these on his backpack, and I'm like, dude, those are ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Holy crap.
A couple weeks before, because these were brown, but I think we picked them up in June, so they're a little bit light. A couple weeks before that, I picked up this side the year before. It's actually this side. This buck flip-flopped.
Oh, okay.
Every year he flip-flopped. So this year he had the inline. The year before, the inline was on this side and he was only inlines. And then, so I picked up this side, but it looked identical this side. Same cheater, same base, same eye guards.
That's pretty interesting, like how he flip-flopped.
Yeah, he's actually cool. I wish I had the other horns. But he picked this up, we picked up that side, then he matched it up. And then our buddy Scott actually picked up a set the year before my set, a couple miles away. But he's a cool buck. He's about 210 right here. And then I know of a set the year after this, a guy picked up, like I think the guy picked up an Enterprise. The inline actually flipped again, so there's like a spot right here where it wanted to grow an inline.
Oh yeah.
And the guy picked up the set the year after this, and the inline was actually on this side. And it scored about the same. I think it was a little bit bigger. But I haven't heard of any horns after that. We tried to get him from him, but unfortunately we couldn't.
Jeez.
Next one. This is a buck we actually nicknamed Ironhead. We picked him up back in 2009.
What the freak?
He's got probably the coolest main beams we got.
Oh yeah.
He's awesome. We call him Ironhead because he doesn't look like a heavy buck, but his horns, I mean, they feel like they're made out of iron. They're ridiculous. They're solid as rock.
That's a freaking cool buck.
Turn
him like sideways so you can, yeah, that's crazy.
He's pretty cool. So my dad again, I don't know what I was doing, goes out on a solo trip, comes home with his horn and probably 20 other horns, hit a new area, and I'm just like, why didn't I go? I'm like, we're going out tomorrow and I'm matching it up and it's going to be my biggest horn, I know it. And at the time, when I found it, it was my biggest horn. So we go back out, go hiking. I found this side probably, I found it not too far from this side. He didn't look real hard though, before he came home. Or else he probably would have found it, but. I picked up this horn. He's got some crazy junk. I don't know if that was a dropper. It's really weird.
Whoa, it's like a knuckle.
Yeah, he's got some weird webbing. Cool buck. Actually found out, I don't know if it was the year after this or a couple years after, the buck was actually killed and it was giant. This set's like 206. They killed him, he went 236.
No way.
Yeah, he's giant. So they ended up killing him, but he's a real cool buck. Really, really cool buck.
Those floating main beams are so cool. I love that. That's probably like my favorite thing of like any buck. Like, yeah, that's my dream buck.
Stud buck. Buck with some cool character.
Jeez. Holy cow, that is sweet.
I went out, my dad and his buddy went out, and I went out in the same place, kind of same area, but I went out a little bit later than they did, so I was riding solo. I went 18 miles that day, picked up like one chalky horn. I was on my way back to the truck, and I'm like, screw this, it's hot, I'm dying, this place is no good. And then I start walking up and I just saw I mean, they were laying basically this close. And I'm like, yes, I 3 set. It looks small. And I get walking up to it, and I'm like, then I started seeing the cheaters. And I was like, yes! Picked them up. I was pumped. I was only like maybe a mile from the truck, so then the walk back to the truck was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Rolled down the road, and actually ran into my dad and his buddy. They were just pulling up another road. And they're like, how are you doing? I'm like, this place sucks. I want to leave. And then I pulled these out. I'm like, just kidding. And they're like, look what we found. They had like a 90-inch brown horn too. I'm like,
no way.
That was a good day.
Okay, as you can see, he has tons of freaking giant sheds. So fun to kind of see those and hear the story of how he found them. Gets me motivated to go out and try and find some of my own. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss part 2 next week. And as always, thank you for your support.